welcome back to the Southern Stew, a new week. Hi, my name is Melissa.
Hi, Stephanie.
I'm Gina.
Cynthia.
Tonight we're going to be talking about some movies, but mostly TV shows.
Let's talk about the most recent craze that everyone's currently watching and probably binge watching in one night. How about Bridgerton season 3? What do you guys think about that?
It was really good. It was really good. I like that. I like the time period pieces shows, and that for that to be a time period piece, but it's modern, so it's really good. I liked it, and I'm a little worried about what Stephanie's dealing with right now. I think
I'm good.
it
For those of you just listening, she just ripped a big one. No, just kidding. Susan moving her mic around.
Have any one of you guys read the books?
No.
I haven't seen the TV series either.
What?
What?
Okay. You're out of the conversation then.
You really... Do you not have Netflix? Because if you don't...
I do not have Netflix.
I'll be honest with you. I made it through the first 3 episodes and couldn't watch it after that.
Well, first of all, for everybody that is listening, Gina is like the hardest movie show critic. I mean, the Rotten Tomatoes has nothing on her. Like, she'd be like Rotten Tomatoes, whatever. Because I have my own view on these shows, and she's going to let you know if you suck right off the bat.
I have a hard time getting past certain things, especially when it comes to historical things. I love history. I'm a huge history buff. So for me to watch Bridgerton, I have to kind of like suspend all that knowledge that I have about those certain, time periods.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
It's based on a romance fantasy novels.
Yeah.
So okay, so it's based in that period, but it's not very period.
Then make it super fantasy, okay? Like put some shit in there that
But
that
that's
doesn't
not
exist.
what the author was into. That's what she was fantasizing.
I don't care.
Okay. Anyways, sisters. Here's the thing that gets me about watching it is how many times have they freaking done this?
Not Bridgerton. It's in its own little category. I can tell you that.
I'm pretty sure I've seen this. Like, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. I did start watching one of them, and the prince in it, the actor that was playing the prince quit. Is this the same?
Oh, you're talking about the Duke.
The Duke.
From
Is this still the same series? Is this what you guys are talking about?
Okay, so let me explain to you. So in the first season, so the oldest daughter of the Bridgertons, Daphne, she ends up marrying the Duke. I'm not going to go further into it. If you guys haven't seen the series, then I don't want to ruin it. Anyway, but basically it's what it is. So this guy, the actor, decided that he wanted more money if he was going to be a supporting actor in the following seasons. But because they didn't agree to that amount, he is not as a supporting actor in the following seasons. However, Daphne is. So all the other characters are there, but they're supporting actors. They're not considered
and to be honest, his role, they kind of just took his role, like they weeded him out. Like even Daphne has very small parts after that.
Just imagine, like, you're the oldest daughter, you get married, you move away.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that kind of situation. She's still there in the background. She does show up randomly throughout the storyline, but she's not a big part of it no more.
We'll put it
in the first season.
Yeah, and we'll put it this way too. It's like they're from a big family, so it's like every character has, well, I don't know how to explain it. They all have to get married off, basically. So,
so when I was watching that, I believe that happened at the end of season 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
and they
Mhm.
said he was leaving season 2, I think, or something like that. I don't
Yeah, he
know, but
wasn't gonna be in
anyway, I
season
was
2, yeah.
watching, and then I got back on there when everybody was saying that it was back out, and then all of a sudden I was seeing all these different people, and I'm
Mhm.
like, this is not where it left off. Sorry,
Well,
what
you
is this?
have to watch the first season to
I
understand where
did,
this. Did you watch the full first season?
yeah.
So you understand that each year a new
What?
girl has to come out into society to become marriage material.
Yes. Okay. So correct me. Okay. So the younger sister, was she not the person that was writing the
No,
newsletter?
No.
no.
You don't even know. See, you don't even know. You're wrong. You're
But
You're
wrong.
but this is the same storyline. I mean, the same show.
this
It's
same
the
show.
same show. There's a lot of characters that intertwine. You have to really watch it to know what's really going on. But yes,
Okay, fine.
each
I'll
character
start.
had
So
yeah,
you're
Daphne
thinking
and the Duke did their thing. First season, the second season, they're done. It's on to the
Dis-
other kids.
so
Dishonor
what's
on you for
fun
not knowing this.
what's
Cheers.
fun
Apparently.
is that
I
exactly.
know, all right?
So the first season there is hints that kind of towards the end of that season what the second season is going to be about. The eldest brother, the Bridgerton, Lord Bridgerton, has to
No
take a wife.
spoilers. No spoilers, please.
So, but that's where it leads into the second season. The third season, the one everyone's watching about, me and Melissa, did you binge watch all of it? Because I did. I did it all in one night. Did you watch the whole entire season? The third season?
I like 30 minutes of the last episode. I keep falling asleep because where I've been working, by the time I do get time to watch it, I fall asleep. So I didn't get the last bit of it, but I got the gist of what's about to happen. So
Dude, it's going so close to the actual book. I'm really happy about it.
and that's just the first half. The second half has not been released.
Yeah, we have a whole month, and I'm so sad.
Speaking of, I am impatiently waiting, and I'm kind of scared of what's going to happen with
Outlander.
yeah, Outlander, of course. Yeah, because they just actually just released on Netflix the other season. 6? Is it 6?
7.
7.
No,
The
I'm
first
talking
part.
about huh, anyway, forget it.
No, go ahead.
What's it called? I'm drawing blanks. I am so sorry. Y'all go ahead. Talk amongst yourself while my brain catches up.
Jamie's a hot piece of ass.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Outlander. What is it? Season 6, part 2.
Season 7, part 2.
Season 7, part 2.
I got stars just sitting here waiting on it, and I've been waiting for almost a year
Yeah.
for that part
Listen.
2, and it still hasn't been released.
Well, you all kind of already know my feelings about whatever it's called.
Outlander.
Outlander. I don't like the chick, Claire.
She's very whiny, isn't she?
She is whiny. I can't handle her. No.
I find the books actually be better a little bit. Just to be honest, she's more of a badass in the books compared to the actual season, like the series. I don't know if it's because of the actress, how she portrayed her, but she's a lot better in the books itself. I'm currently on Voyager, Melissa, books. It's really good so far.
Yeah. I've not read the new released one because they just came out with another, but I've not read it.
I personally didn't think Claire was a whiner. I thought she was, I mean, I like her. So,
Did you read the books?
I have not read the books, no.
Well, it is different. Like for instance, the scene where Jamie gets handled by another male is
Yeah.
flipping. It's in that book. Like when you're reading it, you want to cry.
Spoilers.
Ooh.
For
Yeah.
people out there who haven't watched it,
Well, she didn't technically say anything.
Yeah, I technically didn't because of
Mac.
there's no way of you knowing. But
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
insane. It's insane.
I think in the series, they did really well matching the actors.
They did. Even Brianna
Characters.
is really good. I mean, she plays her part really well. Even
Really nice.
Roger.
Roger's perfect, I think.
Yeah.
I think the guy that they picked to be what is his name? The little French lad.
Yeah. I can't think of his name right now. Oh,
Okay. I'm drawing a blank. Anyways, I really enjoyed that. That's really good. And
Dougal.
Google Mackenzie, that is completely different compared to the book.
and I totally thought I saw him in the Dominicans. I flipped. When I saw that guy sitting there, I was like, holy crap, that's Dougal McKenzie sitting there. Yeah. He looked just like him.
It would have been
He
cool if
really
it were.
did.
I know. I'd be
I
like,
would
hey, you got any of that whiskey with you?
And he is such a mom thinks he's a good looking man.
He is a good looking older
I
man.
think he's a good looking man too. Yeah.
I think it's hilarious that we got mom into Outlander.
She loves it.
I
Mhm.
mean, I kind of have a soft spot for a man in a kilt's not gonna lie. And you throw
Yeah.
that accent in there too. Yeah.
My failure when he does the accent, I'm like, like, and he's like, shut up.
Hold up. He can also do a Scottish accent.
Dude, I'm telling you, if he could get paid to do like
Voiceovers?
different voiceovers. I'm serious, he's really good.
But I think that would be a fun girls' trip. Go to Scotland.
Yeah. I've been
Go to the motherland.
I've been building up my my piggy bank now for 2.5 years. So for my Scotland/Ireland trip.
That would be so much fun. I've been saving for new tires.
I'm gonna go to England.
I want to go
since-
to England. I want to go to Scotland. I want to go to Sweden. I want to go all in the Europeans. I really,
Yeah.
really want to do one of those, and especially do a Viking trip or whatever. So anybody out there that wants to donate or give us a ride on a ship, and we'll do a podcast live right on the deadgum ship.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
Oh yeah.
Send the
Southern Stew
pictures.
style. Southern Stew style, right on the dead she'll be like, "Ooh, what is this?"
Come on, send the pictures. I promise you it will not be boring. We will make it
No.
worth your while.
We've already went through Bridgerton and we went through Outlander. So I kind of cover some of the recent or semi-recent period pieces, I guess. That would
Okay.
period dramas is what you would call them. Anybody got any other shows that they like
Oh,
to share?
I actually, Ryan and I, now this is an older show, Power.
Huh?
What's
That's
that?
an HBO series, Power.
HCO, Power. Season Kane is a, what do you call that? It's off of the same series. What they do is they take main characters, you know, in the series, and they do a spin-off, you know, of whatever, and show their side of the story. So, yeah, those are some really good ones. Cynthia, if you can look it up real quick, it'll tell you all the different ones that go with it.
It's called what? Raising Cain?
Power.
Power.
So, just curious, Melissa, do you watch House of Dragon?
Yes, I did. I
Yeah?
did.
Are
And
you looking forward to the next season coming
I
out?
am.
I
am.
am too. Definitely. Yep.
I just crave the intensity of Game of Thrones when I'm watching
Yeah.
it, and it's hard for me to be like, where's the Mother of Dragons? Where's everybody at?
I know.
And I'm just, but I know it's the past, and I'm like, I don't care. They're dead. I want to know. Bring them back. Bring them back.
Yeah.
So, did you hear the news about Peter Jackson coming back to do a movie?
No.
No.
He's coming out to do another movie. A
What?
new Lord of the Rings movie.
You know what? Actually, I, I do remember hearing it. Not that I read anything. It's someone was talking about it. I think at work, and I overheard it.
Give me
Hmm.
just a second. I'll see if I can find it.
Isn't that the one for Gollum? Finding Gollum?
I'm not sure.
Sheena, when you're talking.
I'm
I'm looking it up right now.
looking it up too. What are you doing?
I do have I have a couple other period pieces that I did watch that I really, really like. And actually,
Yeah.
it's still going on. One of them
Yeah.
is really good.
Sorry, don't mean to interrupt you. This is film from a New Line Cinema and Warner Brothers Pictures will be called Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Golem, working title, with Andy Serkis.
What I think is funny, it
Serkis?
says, well, the guy that plays as Gollum, is that, what's his name?
I guess
Golem.
it's his name. I don't
That's
know.
it, that he says he is helping direct it. So, I like this article. It says, yes, precious, the time has come once more to venture into the unknown with my dear friends, the extraordinary and uncompared guardians of the Middle Earth, Peter, Fran, and Philippa. And just says
Well,
like that's cute.
You know that kind of makes me worried because there was no really a whole lot of writing about the background of Golem before. I mean, there was a little bit, but I mean, there wasn't.
The one in the
I mean-
70s, the cartoon in the 70s, was he not in there quite a bit, or was it just a small piece as well?
It was a small piece. It's just like a quick, rundown of what happened.
Well, have
He's
you
with
guys
his
researched
friend.
to make sure there's not a book out there about Gollum? I mean, I
You know who you're
discovered
talking to?
there's a lot of books out there that intertwine with, that series. There's the mapping, there's the family histories, all of those.
There's probably a lot of fan literature that was created for it. I don't know if Tolkien himself wrote any of that. So it's going to be interesting what they come up with.
I mean, the only thing that they can pull information from is the Silmarillion and the Hobbit. I trust Peter Jackson, even though he kind of flubbed a little bit on the Hobbit. I think he had to do that though because they were kind of forcing him to try to make another cash grab from the series. But it's still not a terrible movie.
No. I
It's
think
just not the way I would have wanted it, but I'm not a director, so
he did a good job. I think
Nah.
I enjoyed it. I would watch it again.
I have watched it again.
The Power series, Stephanie, there is a ton.
Uh-huh.
And it says what to watch in what order to start with. There's several Ghost seasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just there's a lot there.
So
Yeah.
what's that about? That is about a pretty much a drug lord. I mean, really, that's what it's about.
It's like
And
cops,
gangster,
drug lords kind of thing.
top. I don't know.
It's
One
like
with
cops and drug lords,
it's drug
FBI,
lord.
all that stuff.
Yeah, it's really, really, really good though. The actors are really
Action-packed.
great. Huh?
Action packed.
What would you say the genre is? Is it action? Is it mystery?
It's
Is it
definitely action. Yeah.
It's action packed.
Yeah. It's
Well, that would help
really
with listeners who want to go, they're looking for a new series or whatever. And you said this is on HBO, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of offshoots.
Lots of them.
Sounds like it.
Okay. I'm gonna throw us off a different angle from action pack and fantasy. It is for women. It's called Working Moms. It's on Netflix. That is the
so good.
best top of the notch series to watch when it comes to comedian the storyline, it's just so good. It's just so stinking funny, isn't it, Cynthia?
God, it is hilarious.
You can't really, you don't want to watch it really around your kids though.
No.
Don't really want to watch that around your kids. But only because it's just like, I don't know how to
nudity.
explain it without giving things away if you've never seen it, but like the first 5 seconds, you're like, what the crap? Because
Yes.
it's so funny and it's so realistic to actual a working mother trying to take care of her kids and dealing with family
Trying to
and
become
friends. It's
Mhm.
just it's a lot, but it is really really good. And they've
What-
already ended that season. I mean,
What is this on?
Netflix.
Netflix.
I think there's like 6 seasons, Melissa.
I think so.
But-
But I don't know how much longer it'll be on Netflix. But it's based out of Canada, and the main character is the director. She's the one that wrote the whole thing, and it's
It's-
based sort of on her life.
It is
and
so
it's-
good.
It is really really good.
The story itself is really hilarious. It goes into what it's like to be a mom, like a new mom, and trying to get back out in the workforce.
Yeah.
And having to juggle your career with your kid. And then it also talks about how it is to be a mom that is a stay-at-home mom and
And
want to take care of your kids.
infidelity, all
Yeah.
of it,
All of it.
all of it. Yeah.
It's really good.
Because it's not just
Definitely.
her. It's not just her life. It's her friend's life too. I mean, it's just really really good.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
have to watch that.
It's
Oh, it's so
hilarious.
stinking funny. Yeah.
I
think-
can't tell you how many times I called Melissa after watching an episode. I was like, "Oh my God, did you see this?" And she's just laughing with me.
Yeah.
I called her, I think, on the last season. I'm like, "Did you know this came out?"
Yeah.
So I didn't know that was Canadian. Out of Canada. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But what cracks me up is it makes me think of Letterkenny.
Oh my gosh.
What about
It's
Shoresy?
not. I can tell you would never even know that it's from Canada. Not compared to
know.
that.
But I love that humor. Letterkenny is freaking hilarious. I think it's great. And I can't remember what that's on. Do you remember, Cynthia?
It's on Hulu.
Is it Hulu?
It's Hulu, and I think you can get it on HBO Max. But yeah, it's mostly on Hulu.
So yeah,
Oh
I
my
love
gosh,
that humor though.
that's really good.
Who we got, Gina? You got any?
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff that's on YouTube and a lot of stuff that's on Netflix. But one of my favorite, what's the word? Kind of like a game show, but it's not. I'll have to show you, but it's called Taskmaster, and it's from England. It's an English show, but I'll go ahead and share a short with you from the show. See what you guys think. So I'll give it a second.
I think I've seen this.
All right, you ready? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Already?
All right.
One at a time, make a noise without the taskmaster identifying you. The person who makes the most unidentified noises wins.
Here comes the noise.
Alan Davis.
Just 2 left, Greg. The penultimate person is this person. They're at the front, and here comes the noise.
I don't know who the wow monster is. I think that might have been Desiree.
One at a time.
The premise behind Taskmaster is that every season, or like every season or whatever, they invite a panel of comedians on. And the Taskmaster, which is the guy that is on there, Greg Davies, he asks them things to do, and they earn points for doing these dumb things. And so the vast majority of the dumb things are not on the set right there. So it's pre-recorded, and they don't know what each other did unless it's a group thing. So it's hilarious. Just stupid hilarious. But you can watch it on I think, hold on just a second. It is on YouTube. You can watch it for free on YouTube. You can also watch it on Hulu.
It's probably
and
BBC.
And yeah, it's on BBC. But it is so funny. It's got like, geez, I don't even know how many seasons, but I am in love with it. I
like
it.
a lot of the BBC shows. That's like the other one on Netflix is my favorite that I was talking about. Time Period Peace has, I don't even remember how many seasons now, is called The Midwife.
Yeah, Call the Midwife is one of my favorites, and so is like Downton Abbey.
So good.
But besides that, and this is a show, this is a show I'm watching now. I love watching Taskmasters, and they've got a new season's going right now. But if you go back and watch the last, all the like from the very beginning, oh my gosh, so funny. But anyway, the second shows that I've been watching is The Great British Bake Off.
Yes.
Oh, I've been
Yes.
seeing that.
Watch that and you think, I could do that. I could do that. And you're like, no, I can't. I can't.
I watch it and think, oh, I would love to do that, but I'm like tired, I'm too tired to do that. It looks like work. I don't want to do that.
Mine's like, I can't afford all the stuff that they're
They
using
too.
to make all that stuff.
Mine is,
So-
who's got the time to do that?
Mine's all the above, and where my bunch doesn't eat a lot of sweets and stuff, it would just get wasted here.
So
Yep.
I became recently a super fan of the guy that does all the chocolate sculptures, and I just got notified on Facebook. You are now a super fan because you watch all of his blah blah blah, and you're going to be noticed every time you make a comment on one of his videos. Everyone's going to see your comment first, and I'm like, God, do I really watch him that much? Is the fatness in me coming out to where every time I see chocolate, I grovel at it? Because that's exactly what I'm doing. But do you guys know what I'm talking
Yes.
about? Like
Yeah, I
the
know what
guy
you're
that
talking
does
about.
it, man, he is the best. I'm just like, this guy he actually has a cooking show, a chocolate class, and he teaches people how to do it.
He's French, is
and
he
it's
not?
really cool. Yes, he's very
But
French.
I guess it is called The Great British Bake Off. I was looking it up
Yeah.
real quick, but
I was
yeah.
thinking,
Okay, anyway. With Paul Hollywood
yeah,
and
little blue eyes.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Brad
Mhm.
Week's my favorite because everyone's all sweating
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, see, that's my guilty pleasure. When I'm watching shows, that's what I like to watch. I like to watch stuff that makes me giggle
Yeah.
and stuff that's interesting because I am such an asshole when it comes to movies.
You
really
really
So-
are.
Cheers.
You know what? Fuck you. I don't care. But here's the thing. You know, if I say to you, you gotta watch this, that it's really good,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
Shut up. So last time that I saw a show that I thought was really good, you guys loved it, and that was The Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, it was good. There's
Okay.
coming out with a second season, by the way.
God,
Finally.
I'm gonna screw it up.
Oh, you know they will.
Okay, sorry. I'm
You know they will. You know
Okay.
how
I'm-
you are.
I'm
You're
a-
gonna
I'm
nit-
a pessimist.
you're gonna nitpick that apart real good.
Yes, she will.
Shut up.
So
Who
a
cares what
show
you
that
think?
I finished and I cannot wait until the second season comes out is Fallout. Have you guys seen it?
I heard. I haven't really watched that. Is that like
It's
Is
based
it a
off a video
sci-fi?
game.
It's
Kinda.
Yeah.
it's like a sci-fi fantasy. It's like it's based like what if the bombs dropped or whatever and the world ended whatever 1950s.
Well, okay, so it's a little bit different. So, it's like an alternate universe.
Yeah.
Okay. In the 1950s, people were really advanced in science and technology. So they knew how to make all this crazy energy sources and atomic
Think
bombs.
Astro Boy. You
No,
know,
I've
like
seen it. It's
advanced
based off of
advanced
actually
science.
Fallout is actually based off of the one movie that came out. I can't even think of the name of it right off the bat, but it's based off of that.
So I got really into it because I'm a big video game nerd, and so when shut up, Tina,
She's
you
a
are too.
small
So
nerd.
so we and my boyfriend, we saw that it was coming out and we was like, oh my God, we have to watch it. So and then when I found out that Walton Goggins is in it, I was ecstatic. I love that actor. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No clue.
Okay, well, I'm prepared for this because I knew that you guys probably wouldn't know who
Well,
I'm
then
talking
just
about.
freaking tell us, bruh.
All right, let's see. I'm just going to share
God.
my screen, and so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Him,
Oh,
Walter
he
Goggins.
played on.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh!
So
He's played in so many movies.
Justified.
Justified. There we
Justified.
go.
anyways, this is him.
That's Boyd
And-
Crowder.
Anyways, he is this
What's
is
it
what
called, Cynthia?
God.
You're a
shut
big
up.
nerd. Come on, what's it called?
I can't think of the name. It's like a rad mutant in the show. I don't want to go too far into detail because if you haven't seen
looks
it,
like
you should
Fire Marshal
definitely
Bill.
watch it.
He does.
Yeah. Anyway, they do
Do it, Stephanie. Do it.
That
I am
So
not
they-
doing it.
it's like something.
do it.
No, I'm not.
Anyway, they did the show really well. The story is really well made. It's so if you haven't watched it, I would suggest you to watch it. It's got it's just really intense
It's
story.
okay.
Gina, we don't care what you think. This is for Stephanie and Melissa and the rest of the world that enjoys other shows that you obviously can't.
Ooh.
But it's really good.
It's okay.
I'll take your word for it because I probably will never watch it. Only because
good.
I don't really watch a lot of TV anymore, to be honest.
I don't either. I don't either. I mean, when I feel like
You're always
just
playing games.
Well, not me.
not always.
No, Gina.
Yeah. Me, if it's not feel good or I just don't do it.
So, what was the most latest movie that y'all seen?
What was
I finally watched Damsel.
Yeah, I finally watched it too.
Ghostbusters.
I would say
Okay.
Dune was actually the last movie.
Oh yeah,
Really?
It was the last
Dune.
Holy crap! You need to get to the movies, girl.
I just haven't
I
had
watched Dune
time.
too.
I just really haven't had time. But I like Dune, even though I know that it went way off course, but it's still good. It's still good.
I like them. I mean, I like number 2 better than one,
Yes,
but
yes, I did.
it salvaged itself a bit. There's still a lot of
Well,
things
there's going to be a
that
number
bugged
3.
me,
There is going to
but-
be a number 3, so don't worry.
But the movie I'm looking forward to, I guess, and I don't look forward to movies, because they're all a disappointment. But
Obviously for you.
but the movie that I have both the most anticipation for and the most doubts about is the new Beetlejuice coming out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You said that. You said that.
Damn.
Daylight come and
Daylight come and me want go home.
you said that. You said that. You said that. Sure.
I
Daylight
am
come.
so excited about that movie because of the original actors,
Yes.
and it looks like the storyline is going to be good with this. You know, sometimes part twos they kind of
Yeah.
bomb it,
Yeah.
even though they got the real actors in there or the original actors. But This one doesn't look like it's going to be that way. I mean, I've watched several different
They better
trailers.
not, or
and
the new Southern Stew will critique them and let them know.
Rip 'em a
Yeah.
new asshole.
She'll watch it. She'll do
Oh,
it
and you
anyways.
know, another movie I forgot that I'm kind of excited to watch. Don't know what that was. I didn't do that.
She was excited.
I'm excited.
So she had to let some blue.
What did that?
Yay!
What was
Excited.
that?
I don't know.
Did that come from
Yeah,
you?
it's. I guess because this is an Apple laptop or whatever.
Oh.
I'm assuming it did that on its own. I don't know. But anyway,
Because she was excited.
I'm excited again, and it didn't do it. But anyway, Quiet Place, the next one.
I've never seen the first one.
It's good.
Quiet Place?
Y'all have never seen that?
I've seen this. I've seen it,
Yeah.
but I've not
It's-
watched the movie.
It's intense. It's intense.
Hold on. Give me a little backstory.
They can't say a word because of those alien-like things.
Like-
Can pick up any slight noise.
Okay, who was in the movie? Can you
I don't
remember who was in
know.
there?
I can't remember their exact names. I know they're an actual, for real life married couple. The guy that
Look it
played
up.
on Office, he played in The Office.
I've got it.
Cynthia, do your magic, darling.
I wonder, like, okay, going back to Beetlejuice real quick while she looks this up. I wonder if they're gonna have Jeffrey Jones Beetlejuice. Like I saw,
I
Well-
do not recall seeing him in the trailers.
I know Winona Ryder's there. I
Yeah.
know Michael Keaton was there,
Yeah.
and
The mom, the stepmom or whatever. I can't remember.
yeah, her name is Catherine
Yes.
O'Hara. I
Yeah.
think it's her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I wonder if they're going to have Jeffrey Jones, because you know, back in the day, what happened with him?
No, dude.
What?
I can't remember.
He got convicted as a sex offender, man. It's
I
like,
know.
There's the Quiet Place.
Yeah.
There we go.
it's really quiet.
She's got it. She actually has it muted. But yeah, that's
No, it's not. It's not muted. See?
her.
Oh, no.
I can't remember their names. It's driving me nuts. That's 2018 when that came out. Yeah, that's been a while.
Just Cynthia, see if you can just find the actors and actresses.
Yeah, you don't have to. Oh yeah, clip. I don't want
Okay.
it to get flagged anyway. So
All right. I'll work on it. Oh, you guys, this is another game thing I wanted to look at.
Constantine.
oh, hold on.
Constantine is a good movie.
Constantine 2 is coming out this year.
Oh my gosh. Constantine, the first one, is really, really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
All right, so an update on what I just said about Jeffrey Jones. He is not going to be in Beetlejuice 2.
Mm.
Wow.
Oh, there was Cynthia. Go up. Go back up.
Oh, here's the cast.
Oh, okay.
Right there's the cast.
Emily Blunt, yeah, is the wife.
Yeah.
And John, I can't see that because I don't have my glasses on.
John Krasinski.
Yeah.
He's the guy that played as
The father, he's
Krasinski.
the dad.
Okay.
But it's really,
No, I haven't watched it, Melissa.
you need to watch it.
I haven't either.
You need to watch it. Well, I don't know so much about you, Jana, but Stephanie, you need to
Shut up.
It's really action packed. It's an action packed movie. Oh, the teenage daughter, you want to choke her. I'm not going to tell you anything about her because there's things about her.
I hope she gets eaten.
Nah, well, no.
I haven't seen it, so
Okay, just watch it because it's really, really good. I can't
Okay.
talk about it because you haven't watched it, but it's. Mhm. I'm just kind of okay. Part 2 that's coming out is they're going back because in the first movie you don't know how the aliens got there.
Oh, speaking of which, speaking of like, you know, older movies being remade that I'm actually kind of pumped about. Come on now.
I don't know what.
Come on. Hold on.
Ferris Bueller.
No, that would be cool though.
I think they
Doubt that would
are
ever get.
doing another Ferris Bueller.
What?
Yeah, there is a talk about it.
Oh my gosh. Of course, the guy that decides to go on
I
lawn
think
is
they're
here now.
redoing the Dirty Dancing movie. I think they're.
Oh, Beverly Hills Cop, guys.
Yes.
Eddie
Yeah.
flipping Murphy. He's my bro. Oh,
I
love
am
Eddie
excited
Murphy.
about that one too.
If he doesn't come back with a laugh, I'll be so disappointed. I'm sorry.
anything in a long time.
I actually have both the first and the second soundtracks. I'm an idiot, and I love Beverly
When it comes
Hills
to the
Cop.
80s,
Love it.
there's not much I didn't like when it comes to the 80s show.
It's true.
Yeah.
True.
It's true.
And
And
90s.
see, it's so sad that they have to borrow from the past to make good movies nowadays. And because they're selling nostalgia. Come on, let's just be honest. Like Beetlejuice.
There
and-
has been a recent study talking about even music. They can't hardly write new music because they're
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Okay, so I had this conversation with a coworker this morning. We were at work and we were just talking about it. And I was like, have you ever thought, because we was talking about how music nowadays all sounds the same. There's no, okay, so for an example, when our parents were younger, in the 50s or 60s, it had its own sound. Then you had the 70s, had its own sound. 80s had its own sound.
90s
the
had its
same.
own sound.
And then when you hit the 2000s, somewhere around 2008, 2010, everything from then on has been the same.
Mhm.
So, and I'm like, okay, so when my children are my age and my grand are up, there's not going to be any, oh my God, you're listening to that. It's going to be, because it's the same beat that they're going to be used to.
Well, I have to say,
I have to blame these behind the scenes computerized voices bullcrap that they do nowadays. I have to blame that because nobody is original. Nobody knows how to be original anymore.
It's the songwriting.
It's all computerized.
It's also the songwriting too. They can't.
it's
They're actually bringing a lot. Like my daughter, for instance, listens to Fleetwood Mac. She listens to a lot of the old stuff. So I think the generation will go back and listen to some of that stuff and maybe like it.
Then
I
probably
think
make new music.
the reason why it's like that, though, it is intentional.
Mhm.
It is absolutely intentional. And it's because everything's corporate now. So when you sign up, if you're a musician or whatever, and you get that deal or whatever, just like Taylor Swift, for instance, it's one of the reasons why she wanted out so bad was because they were taking control of how she could produce her own music, basically.
And I am
And-
proud to say that I am not a Swiftie, and I do not put her on a
She
pedestal. She
hates
gets on my
her.
Listen.
very
I don't know
nerves.
why she hates her so bad.
Because she's so fake, y'all, and she just gets on my nerves.
Lord, Stephanie, do not get the Swifties after us. We'll never survive it. Okay, so
Okay.
listen.
Bring it on, Swiftie.
I
Right.
like Taylor Swift.
I'm sorry to inform you, but I'm allowed to have an opinion. So,
Honey, you can have an opinion.
It
But
can-
listen. So anyway, back in the day, Prince, he wrote a ton of
Mhm.
music.
yeah,
And
they did.
all of it was sung by him or released by him. But he wrote a ton of music, and it's because he was allowed to create once he redid himself, and because the whole the artist formerly known as Prince sort of thing. Remember
Mhm.
that? Because he changed his name to a symbol, and they're like, how the hell are we even supposed to say your name? We can't even say your name anymore. So, but that's how he got out of those contracts that were restricting him. And he was able to write and start selling his music up until the point, that he passed. So, however, we're losing those people because the few people who are out there actually making music, writing really good songs, the corporate, those guys, they're not taking them because they want that generic sound. Because they know that it pushes records. It sells. They don't want to take a chance on new IPs. Just like, you know, the whole thing with video games is the same. They're not making new video games because IPs are, it's a crapshoot. It's a
I
game.
mean,
You never
you've
know if
got
it's
your
going to take off or not.
few. You know what I mean? You have the few out there, like Billie
Yes.
Eilish. She's out of the norm. She's
So
not
is Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
But
Yeah.
do you remember how Billie Eilish got started? That's what I'm
No.
saying.
I'm in the house cleaning and Kimberly comes in playing the song and I'm just like, what in the crap are you listening to? And she's like, oh, Billie Eilish.
Well, Billie Eilish got started very similarly to how, well, kind of, you know, she took advantage of the fact that a lot of people are plugged into media nowadays. You got like Tom McDonald, same thing. He's huge up on the charts. He's a individual artist. He doesn't have a record deal. She got in similarly to that, but she eventually sold. Like we would call that back in, you know, in the 90s. We'd say, "Oh, you sell out," you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But she eventually sold. But you know, that's the only way to really get a listen on new music nowadays is that you just have to go look for it.
But
You have to
isn't
go
that sad that there's just no adversity to music? I mean, you have your Christian, you know, you have your genres, you know, the Christian, the rock, the metal.
I mean, you say that, but I mean, have you listened to country music nowadays? It is absolutely
How many
trash.
pop singers are singing country now? It's like a
Yeah.
fad. It's like, well, I've got a top one, you know, I've sold all these records
It's
to now I have
trash.
to sing country. I want to see Taylor Swift do some metal, okay? And then I might be like, okay, yeah, she can sing. How many have you went and seen in a concert, excited to listen to, and you get there and they open their mouth and you're like, what is this trash? Because it's
Listen,
all
the
computerized and it just makes me
the
sick.
last time I ever
I can
bought
honestly say
tickets to
I've
go
been
to
to
any
a
concert,
Taylor Swift concert and she sounds just the way she sings. She does.
okay,
Okay.
can we stop talking about Taylor Swift? I'm scared of Swifties, okay?
I like
She's
Taylor
okay.
Swift.
I like
I'm
her.
not a huge major fan, but I like some of her songs, okay?
Mhm.
So Ryan, he introduced me to a lot of new artists. That's not mainstream, and I thought was like, what is this? You know, when it first started listening to it, like for instance, there's this band called Coheed and Cambria. They tell a story with every one of their albums, their music, and it's futuristic and different, but it's the it's kind of like pop, rock, metal. It's kind of mixed between all of it.
That's
but
what they're
they write all
doing.
their
That's what they're
music.
doing now, actually, is intertwining a lot of
Yeah.
it.
But it's
Yeah, but
really
what? I mean,
good.
Girl, you getting old, honey.
They've been doing that in country for a while now.
Mhm. That's what they
It's
do.
pop
I
music
know.
now.
Which is why country sucks.
But I like the new folk music. I think new folk is
Yeah,
really,
that's what
really
I'm saying.
good.
It's great.
I can
I
do
guess it's
some
what you
folk
would call
music.
progressive rock, is what it's called. Is what they
Yeah.
But it
Or alternative,
but they're
whatever.
but they
Does
even
alternative really exist anymore?
Yeah.
Not the way that
Not
you
the way you
remember
know,
it from the
not from the
90s.
80s, no.
No,
No.
I'm thinking,
Not in the
I know, I'm
90s.
thinking 90s and early 2000s.
No, it's
But I've not
It
heard a good alternative.
like the last really good like alternative band that was, I guess, on radio would be considered alternative was like Mumford & Son. You know, that's about it. Now it went from alternative to folk, and then kind of went to that lo-fi kind of thing
Yeah.
direction. So now you've got lo-fi, alternative, folk, and all this other shit. So it's kind of split off into like 3 or 4
maybe we
different
get on the
genres now.
subject.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't remember. Stupid Taylor Swift. Go on.
God, stop it. Stop it. Why do you keep
She's
bringing her
such a
name?
hater.
Stop invoking her name. You will summon her. You will summon the droves,
Listen,
the
she is
legion upon us.
not my idol. I don't worship her.
I don't care.
Oh my God, Stephanie.
She is a hater. Dang.
I've never seen you hate on somebody so
She
hard. Holy
does.
cow.
Okay, let's get back
She
to
fake
movies.
Barbie is where she
I'm
is.
excited about the new Joker movie that's coming out. The one with
I'm not. Oh, God.
well, we
what?
know you're not.
Shut up.
But I love it that that they're actually using God, what's her name?
I swear to God, if I see another Harley Quinn clone, I'm going to choke somebody. I'm
I feel
so
that-
sick.
Gina, I feel
So
that
sick of
way about Joker. Like, I'm so sick of the Jokers. And it's like, come on. Can we
It's
just
like it's been done
That's the
to
Joker.
death.
Stop
But
doing,
I
it's
know.
really,
stop
it's
doing
really
Batman movies.
dark looking. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Kim.
It's
For
only
the love of God.
it's like one of the only best DC type of movie that's out there besides Superman, and they can't do a better Superman
Then
when they took
Henry Cavill.
right. My goodness.
If they dare, I will
Gray
watch it.
sweatpants.
Speaking of which, I didn't get
Oh.
to watch his new release movie. That was one I wanted to watch. The gentleman, something.
Oh yeah. Gosh. What
Did
is
We
it?
need to put that on our list.
Yeah, I wanted to watch that, and I've not seen it. It came out in theaters, about a month ago or so?
What was it called?
Gentleman something. Gentleman's Club? Gentleman? I don't know.
Gray sweatpants.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yes, I was close.
Mm-hmm.
And another one that I'm looking forward to. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes.
We're so good.
Yes.
Can we get past the Deadpool?
Listen, I'm sorry,
I can handle
but I love Deadpool.
I love
He's
Deadpool.
hilarious.
And he does Deadpool perfectly compared to the
Mm.
comics.
I'm so over that crap. It's starting to bleed in together.
But I don't care about the other Marvel movies. Fuck that.
Yeah.
They destroyed that shit since Endgame. But
I love that they're
Deadpool, I love me some Deadpool.
yes. But I think it's hilarious that he makes fun of Marvel and he's making fun of Disney in this new
He's a bad
movie.
guy. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Sure.
he's not. He's an anti-hero.
I know.
Listen,
I'm just
get it
saying.
together.
I know. I'm just saying. He's not like,
He's definitely a merc.
yeah.
He's definitely a merc.
No, I do think Deadpool is one of the best ones to watch. If I have to be forced to watch it, it better be Deadpool. I ain't watching it.
I think it's going to be hilarious because they've done so many like really serious, dark, and broody shows about
Superheroes.
what? Huh?
Oh,
No.
can't hear you. You are muted. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
God,
there you
what the
are.
heck?
We can hear you now.
Okay. Apparently,
how
there's
important
a
it was.
hotkey. Suck it. Anyway, they've done so many movies that were dark and broody about Wolverine, and then they decided to take Deadpool, which is so unserious, and then push those two together. That's brilliant
I
to me.
just
That's
wish-
brilliant.
If they're
God.
going to do the X-Men, because X-Men's movies suck compared to Marvel.
Oh yeah.
So if they would do,
Oh, yeah.
if they would do better with X-Men, like Storm, they made her look so weak.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, look who they had playing her. I mean, come on.
That has nothing to do with who played. That's how they directed it and wrote it. Suck. She could
Well,
have played that part. She totally could have
Rogue
played that
is
part.
really sad,
Whoever
too.
that chick is that played in Black Panther, the one with the spear.
Fuck
You know what I'm
yeah,
talking about?
She would be.
Yeah,
She would be a badass.
but if the role
Storm, man.
isn't played, if it's not written well enough, she can only act what is written. So
Mhm. Mhm.
I think where they came out with the new episodes of X-Men, the cartoon,
yeah,
and they left off from the original 90s cartoons. It's actually really good on Disney Plus.
As long as they keep the DEI shit out of it, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna have to wrap it up for this week. Thank y'all for listening to us. Come back next week. Not sure what the topic's gonna be, but hey, maybe it'll be a surprise. If you would like to see us do a live show, also let us know. If you would like to donate to us to send our asses to Britain.
Yeah.
Britain? Great
Anywhere
Britain.
in England. Anywhere in
Scotland.
The greatest of
Yeah.
Britons. Hey, British people, if you would like to have our sorry asses over there, donate. Anyway,
we will visit
good night.
you.
See you. We will come
Yeah.
visit. We'll sing you our songs of love.
We'll do a live with you.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Da-na-na. And we'll make you chocolate gravy.
Yeah. Biscuits.
We'll make you
I'll make
chocolate
you
gravy.
homemade biscuits.
Biscuits and
Mhm.
gravy.
We'll make you Southern American food.
And we'll talk like
Food.
this the entire time.
You
Yeah.
don't.
The
You wouldn't
entire
actually have
time.
to do that. You would just hear it naturally, and you'd be like, ah.
That's cool.
My. But anyway, thank you for listening. Tune in, not next week, but the week after. We've decided to move to a rotating week schedule to kind of give everybody time with their families, and because school's letting out soon. So,
Yeah.
anywho, bye bye now.
Bye.
Later.